PvP is a staple of Minecraft. Whether it's flying PvP or aquatic PvP, it truly is a staple of Minecraft gameplay as we know it. Some people, however, dislike the thought of PvP and either don't believe in themselves or are just really bad at it. So in this video series, I'll be showing you guys how to expertly PvP and maneuver your way out of every scenario. And just remember, even the best of us lose a game. In this video, I'll be discussing how you can use shields, cobwebs, and axes to your advantage in PvP. Let's get right into this. Now before we get into this, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 50 subscribers by the end of the month, and it can only be done by your support. So please smash that subscribe button, and maybe even leave a like on the video too. Let's get right into this. First off, I would like to discuss the kit that I use to practice shield, axe, and cobweb PvP. The axe is used to disable the shield, and the shield is used to block sword blows, trident blows, and any other thing that can't do a massive crit like the axe. The cobwebs, on the other hand, slow down the enemy and provide them as an easy target, which is why a water bucket is essential when doing cobweb PvP. Now let's hop into a cobweb PvP game, and I'll see you guys in that match. So we're in a match, and the main weapon in cobweb PvP is the Netherite Axe, for it can disable the shield and deal tons of damage, if it is on sharpness 5 and better than the sword. Now this sword is used to set enemies alight, and of course the axe to break their shield, set the enemies on fire so that they can't do critical hits as easily, and then this is where using the axe and the shield come into play. Now I also have a notch apple, in case I need to make a quick escape, and a totem of undying. I'll tell you guys more about how you can do kit customization and how to create your own kit in PvP Legacy after this match. As you can see, they've put me in cobwebs, so I simply just use the water bucket and can use my Riptide Trident to hopefully try and defeat them. This round that I played wasn't too interesting, it was just a bit of back and forth. We were critting each other out, cobwebbing each other, using water buckets, getting each other down low, then grappling up, getting each other down low, then grappling up. So it was a pretty boring round nonetheless, and the person actually lost their axe and stuff. But yeah, this round wasn't really too interesting, which just shows that sometimes cobweb PvP can actually be quite long. Now before showing some new rounds and stuff and showcasing the cobweb shield PvP stuff and how to do it expertly, here's how you create a kit. Once you go into PvP Legacy, click the kit creator item, then choose between 3 of these, open them, and you can left click to add. Say I want to add a netherite pickaxe, then right click if you want enchantments, and for things like cobwebs, right click for like how many of them you want and stuff, and you can say custom amount. So I don't know, 600 and I don't know, 69. Oh, I think it has to. Okay, so 39, and you'll see it sets a 39. And to delete it, I'm pretty sure. Where is it? What's the command? Wait a minute. There we are. Then there's a guide. So left click change item, shift left click to remove item. Bam. And then right click to enchant or change, and then right. And then shift right click to copy the last item to a slot. So shift right click. Wait. Oh yeah, okay. But yeah, so that's really how you do it. Now I'm gonna showcase some cobweb PvP stuff and what you really need to do in cobweb PvP. Okay, so we are in a game. So what you really want to do for cobweb PvP is break their shield with an axe and place cobwebs around, try to stun them, and if they get you with the cobwebs, right click and just block their attacks. Also, because this one has a fire aspect sword, you want to light them on fire, and then you want to make sure that they don't like you on fire, of course. But yeah, light them on fire so that their critical hit thing isn't as good. And also plop a notch apple like I have. Oh, and I died. So I have a few custom things like a Riptide Trident that you don't need, or a Notch Apple, but it's just to, practice the kit a little bit. And as you can see, that person is placing cobwebs, so all I do, use the water bucket, get out of there quickly, and then I just spam cobwebs, and somehow they don't get affected by any cobweb, which is annoying. And then now you just crit them out, and they're probably going to kill me, which is bad, so I got an Ender Pearl out, enchanted golden apple on, and they are so dead right now. Where are they? They're stuck in the cobweb. Let's go. Now if I just critical hit them, they should die. And then now I just light them on fire. And then I'm basically invincible with the Notch Apple. So I can just keep on hitting them, and they should die soon because the Netherite axe actually deals a good amount of damage, and they have died. Now on to round 2. This next clip of me PvPing was just a cinematic view of like basically the same thing that happened, but now you can see in a nice cinematic view how the X-Crit PvP actually looks. So as you can see, just critting them out, using the Riptide Trident, trying to light them on fire, then using the Notch Apple to survive over here, and then of course Riptiding them, and just doing like the same combo, break their shield, set them on fire, kill them with axe crits, maybe trap them in cobwebs and stuff, but just make sure that you fully trap them because sometimes they're just right on the edge of the cobweb block and they haven't been trapped. So just be careful of that. Without further ado, just enjoy this cinematic clip. Another way to practice your X-Crit PvP skills is to go onto one of the servers by right-clicking the server selector or Neverstar, finding a good lobby, then right-clicking Game Selector or the compass, and then just selecting OP Kit PvP. Now, OP Kit PvP has a variety of OP kits like Spearman, person with Trident Sword, Ninja, person with Diamond Sword and Speed Boost, Heavy just has really heavy armor. The Pawn has actually, I don't know, I think the sword just deals a little more damage than this one's, but other than that, they're not the best. Barbarian, of course, is basically the axe crit one. Archer has a sword and a bow, and Marksman has a crossbow and a sword. So let's go into Barbarian, and let's see what we can do with this kit. So right off the bat, you usually get ambushed by people. I was just minding my own business when this guy just ambushed me. He's the Pawn, which is the chess piece. If anyone plays chess, oh, selected a wrong kit. But yeah, and this just really helps you practice your critical hits and getting combos, because you might verse a really skilled person, and then you might verse like a trash person, like whatever Voidless. Wait, I don't even know what that name is. Something Void. It was not the best of players, but yeah, and I don't know how good this person is. They kind of caught me by surprise, so that's no goodie. But yeah, we'll just play a few rounds of Barbarian. Sometimes you can spawn behind people, and that's the best, because then you get to kill them easily. And sometimes you get 2v1'd by noobs, which is annoying. Because it's like 2v1, how are you going to beat 2 people versus 1? I'll just use the power of juking, and they still try to get me. Oh man, sorry about that. Now let's dive right into this. So yeah, this will be the end of the video. In my next tutorial about ground combat, or just, combat that doesn't involve flying or aquatic PvP in general, I'll be explaining some like the tools, enchantments and stuff like that. Probably be a little bit of a longer video, but at least in this one you got the whole gist of cobweb PvP and stuff, and next video will be about the best enchantments and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.